wonder why people think that they know so much about the job market and what happens when the job market fails. You know, it's like people are not giving, positive advice to people that are going through such a rough time in such an economic situation. You know, a lot of people are not getting hired. And the people that are getting hired that have worked for so many years are being let go. You know, what I notice is that we have this stigma to wanting to defend the wrong side. You know what I'm saying? You know, the oligarchs, man, the ones that really control and narrate, this whole systematic way of living here in America, they really have the upper hand. A lot of these people here that, are going through these things like, average citizens, Americans like me and you, we can only do so much. We only have so much power, So when these crazy things happen, like people getting laid off with no severance pay, what we do is we step back and we start to make fun of these people, tell them that they should have known something that is damn near impossible to have known. It's like we get off on making us, accountable, 110% accountable. But what about the companies that are not out of business, the other airlines? What about the other airlines that are not out of business? What about the banks that do all of the facetious activities and fraudulent activities, but somehow they still get bailed out? What about the people that lost their jobs and could not get bailed out, had no severance pay? They're just sitting on the sideline now, trying to figure out how they're going to be able to, get from day to day. But I don't know, man. It's just where we at with everything, and that's why I drop these videos, you know what I'm saying, just to, share awareness and let people know that, we are human. We are not, we were never supposed to be working every day, someone's job every day, worrying about bills, any of that stuff. This is just stuff that just came along, so to make it seem like, you're supposed to know when something bad is going to happen to you in this economic job market is crazy. But that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate you guys taking a listen. St. Nicholas brand. Peace.